Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with another episode of the ATM10 series in our Minecraft Let's Play, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. We've got a lot done so far when it comes to Mekanism, but we are finally about to complete it. We have our FE that's needed. We have 9.9 billion FE just chilling right there. The last step for us is to make the antimatter machine. And so what I've done is I actually, where we have our chemical waste, because I believe this machine does produce chemicals, as I have this beautiful chemical waste area, I have dug out a spot underneath, and this is where our antimatter is going to be. That is the plan, at least. So what we're going to do, the machine is a 7x7, so just 7 height, 7 width, all that. So what we're going to do is we have to make these SPS casings, which we have everything. We made the HDPE pellets in the last episodes, and the polonium and plutonium pellets. We made those. So now we need 60 SPS casings. We should have enough to make this. We will have to double check depending on what the recipe calls for. So we do need to make more of those, but that is okay because I do have a thing for them because we have enough of the pellets. So there we go, we have 60. So we're gonna toss these in our bag real quick so we don't use those. I believe it was 60. We can look it up on here. So yeah, so it costs 60 of those, 3 ports, 1 supercharged coil, and 123 structural glass. So what do we have? Structural. Yep, so 123. We can get that started. That's done already. Should have 1 left over. Toss that in there, and then we need to make these, which should be pretty easy. We usually make some more of these, which will just make 16 because that should be enough actually. 1, 2, 3. We have the 3 of those, and then last we need the supercharged coil, which should be simple enough. We don't have enough polonium pellets. I think that's just a matter of time though before we get another one. We're 1 shy, which I really was a polonium, but we have 1 right there. Boom, we have our supercharged coil. I've only built this once, so we are gonna do our best to build this real fast in our base. And it showed us how to build it right there. So we will go down here. So then there, I don't think we need the extra supercharged coils. We needed 1 of those though. Supercharged. And then we can take all of our items out. Right? And so let's read up on this real quick. So we have our phase shifter, SPS for short, is another multiplexer used to infuse polonium with large amounts of power to create antimatter gas, which can be crystallized into pellets. To build the SPS, you'll need to make a total of 72 SPS casings, 60 blah blah blah. And reactor glass, we have that. And then supercharged coils are placed on an SPS port in the center of 2 faces out, like the image below. Given power, these will supercharge polonium into antimatter. Only 1 is required, but you can use 2 if you want. We might just use 2. To produce 1 millibucket of antimatter, you need a 40 million RF. If you haven't started making a fusion reactor, now is a good time. We already made that. And then antimatter, run the antimatter gas you get from SPS into a chemical crystallizer. You'll get 1 antimatter pellet for every 1 million megabuckets, or 1,000 megabuckets. So I want to say there's waste. If there's waste, we will pump out the waste out of here. So we should have no issue getting that set up. So what we'll want to do is we will want to build this just like how the image showed it. So if we look right here, so we'll want a 3 on the bottom, which we're gonna build this off the ground a little bit. Diamond block. So let's just build it. Let's go 1 down right there. Just want to be able to get under it. So 1, 2, 3. Do you have enough space? We should have enough space. Okay, and then it's one up and one off to the side, so we can take our glass, 1, 2, 3, corner, corner, and then it is 3 high off of that, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the outside, the same exact pattern, and then I believe it just does what the reverse, just like that with 1 to spare. That's actually crazy. And then I think you fill the middle in with glass, but I think we just replicate this now on every side. So how this comes out like that, so it'll just be like this, right? I believe so. And then glass out like this, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this on the outside, and then it'll be 1 in, glass, and then glass on the outside, or casing on the outside like that, which I went back to our inventory. Where's that called? SPS. I believe that's right. Now, since we didn't build the centerpiece in the middle, I'm gonna take this down and then just do that. Just rebuild it in the center. So we want this to be the center. That should be good. And then the center will be a piece of glass, right? Take a look at it, and it is, so we got the centerpiece, which, well, we can figure this out pretty simply. So we got the centerpiece, and then there's 1, 2, 3 to the side. 2. So I think that's right. So what we can do, I think that's right. We can build out this first one. That might be too many. Definitely too many. We'll figure it out. Easy. So that's the center. So that's this part right here. So then, oh no, the center is bigger than that, right? So the center is a 3 by 3 with 3 out on each side. So like this. So that's what the center should look like. And on the outside of each center should have these, which might need to come up 1, and then like that, right? Nope, that's exactly how it looks. And then now we just need to build it up like this, doing the exact same thing on every side. Putting one of those there, one of those there, like that, and then like this. See, I don't think that's right, yeah. So 3 on the bottom. 3 on the bottom and 3 glass. And then from the 3 glass, this goes in right there, like that. That means that one's not there, and that one's not there. Now does that look right? It looks too short. It is, because this needs to go up one. Right, and then I believe this does too. Boom, I think that's the way it is supposed to look. So 3 on the top, 3 on the sides, 3 on the bottom. I think that's how it's supposed to look. And then so we can replicate it on each side like that. And like this, like this, like this. And then like so. This might be wrong. I think this is wrong. This should only be 3 high. So, but this is how that is. And 3 high up here. Boom. And then 3 high up here. And then these get the 3 on the top, like so, and connector, connector, and this is where it doesn't look the same, because I think this is supposed to have that up right there, and then glass up like that, with that right there. That looks right. Boom, boom, and then it should just be glass connecting these. Oh, what? We ran out of glass. That's supposed to go there, that's supposed to go there, that's supposed to go there, that's supposed to go there. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of glass, which we shouldn't be. There's some on the ground. So that's 2 pieces of glass. We need 3 imports, right? Because we can put 1 right here, 1 on this side. That's on a different level. Let's not do that. Do that, and then is that complete? Which it needs to have. We need 2 of those. The block did not complete, but that's because we are that. Oh, that needs to be there. Oh, there we go. That's multi-block completed. So we did complete it. Nice. A little bit difficult, but we figured it out. Like I said, I haven't set that up too many times, so like that was like I think my second time actually setting this up, so that went by really nice. And then now what we need to do, which we do have that extra SPS port, which I'm just going to take. Actually, that can go in the top, because we need, so SPS port. I don't know if you can have 3. Let's hope you can. You can have 3. Nice. Because I want to be able to import and outport items. Ooh. So I want to be able to, so now that's created, so what we need to do is we need to put a pellet in plus power. So what we can do is we can actually just take it's going to take 40 million. So let's go back to our base real quick. We're going to grab a wireless charger, 2 wireless ports. We're going to sleep, grab 2 wireless ports, and bring some of our ME access over to that area. So we slept, and now we need to wireless. We already have 2, so we can place this one down right here, because why not? Grab our copy card, copy that, grab our memory card, and say copy that one. Go back over here, nice little rainbow in the sky. Go down here, and then we can put this in the wall right there. Click that on it, and what we can do is we can take some cable, which this is connected to our orange one, and we take our P2P port, and we can have cable coming off into a P2P port with that being placed in, and then bring the cable over like so. And then we want to import we want to access, importer. Slap that right there, connect it right here. And what we want to import, I believe they said, is takes runs the antimatter gas you get from the SPS into chemical crystallizer. Yes, okay, but I need to know 1 bucket antimatter, you need 40 million RF. What it takes, antimatter, but it takes, what does it take? It doesn't tell you what it takes. 7 by 7. Cool. Yes, that's those are used to infuse polonium. So you need polonium pellets, I believe. Is it polonium pellets or polonium gas? It has to be gas, yeah. So this is actually not what I need. I need a wrench. I do need this to go down like this. And we need a access. Like that. I believe I can turn that into this. Now this should have power. Should have power. We'll see. It says that's 400 million, yeah. And then what we need to do is we need to pump the polonium gas into here, which shouldn't be too difficult because this is a polonium gas. All right, so after a little accident and a little bit of nuclear waste being leaked and us figuring that out, we have to just pipe this straight from here all the way over to our other location, which should not be that big of a deal. It's going to take us a little bit of maneuvering, which is fine. We just gotta get in here, which we might just have to use our shrinking ray. Let's edit this. Let's only go down to half a block so it's not so crazy. And take some pressurized pipes and bring that down just like this. And what we can do is can we get up right here? We can. We can figure out what level we're at down here, where we want it to come out at. So right here. So this is level 43. So we want to go down to level 43 from over here, which should not be too difficult. So we're at 61, 39, 55. Oh, we don't have any more. Let's make some more real quick. We need to clear out our inventory because it's going to bother me. So don't need this, this, or that, or that, or that, or those. What we need is some more pressurized pipes. Just like that. Connect those. We're at 48. 47. Okay. We're in water, so that's actually somewhat a good sign, because our base over here was in water. Oh, we found some of it. Let's grab a torch so that, or a lantern so that we can see what we're doing. What we need to do is bring our pipe this way. And then we can honestly close this off because I don't know if there's water coming through. And then we can dig down like this. And bring this bad boy out just like this. Like that. Pretty sure we need more than this pumping through. Says it's gonna complete like this. Oh, that's gonna take a long time. But we have that hooked up to there now. So we do need our white concrete just to fill some of this in if we can, because it looks like a mess. That can go in there, in there, in there, in there, there, in there, in there. Everything else can go away for right now. So we have a cleared inventory. Actually, we need our shrinking device because we are only half size right now. Thank you. So this just isn't creating enough nuclear waste because this is still building up. If we shut this off, this still fills up, but it won't process. But if we want to shut this one off, this will fill up with nuclear waste, but I don't believe anything. Well, if we take our wrench, actually, hopefully this doesn't cause radiation poisoning again. If we turn that off and have it only going into here. We can go all the way down and check. This is working. Okay, yeah, this is getting a lot more polonium. All right, so now that this episode's been a little bit of a mess, I do think we do have it figured out now. So a big problem that we were having was our power. And the reason for that was just because we weren't generating enough power, which we are now. And now, so like that holds 20, channel 1 and channel 2 both hold like 20-some billion. And this is starting to go down now, which just a minute ago it wasn't, so I love how like I jinxed that. But we were running out of DT fuel, which I figured that out, added some more DT fuel stuff in there to energize that. And now I'm wondering, is it because we put this on here? Because now this is losing a lot of power. So if we go to FE, we still have 26 billion, so it really shouldn't be losing power like that. Oh, it's gaining power, okay. Slowly but surely gaining power. So is this one. So we really just have ender cells being pumped full of energy. But so what we set up this episode, we ended up setting up our antimatter factory right here, which is draining a lot of power just in general. It's just draining a lot of power, which is making things tough. But we have that doing that. And over here we have our antimatter being processed, which we are just waiting for it to get to 1,000 before it actually makes the first antimatter pellet. So it is going to take a long time. Our fuel, fissile fuel, has been running constantly, but what we need to do, we can shut this off now, and we can actually take our wrench, turn that mode off, and have this actually shut off as well, and take that mode off. And now this should just only be pumping directly into our antimatter, which this might have been an issue that before that caused us to run out of power because we had so much polonium in here. But as you can see, it's processing pretty fast right now. What is it processing at? 0.006 millibuckets a tick, which is not that fast. But with the amount of power drain that it is already doing, it's pretty fast. So if we go back to our home and we check this out, we are generating a substantial amount of FE. We have 25 billion just chilling in there. And the only issue is our transfer rate. So like we switched this off. So we have one ender cell operating on channel 2 that's slowly gaining. We have one ender cell operating on ender cell 1. Once this first ender cell fills up, which is almost close, then I think the power gauge will change quite a bit. But as of that, that is just the episode we're working with. We are on our way to antimatter pellets. So like once we're able to actually get one of those, there'll be that completed, and then we're going to actually dive into the allthemodium, which the first thing we're going to have to do is get the piglet's hearts, which we're just going to get a piglet's prediction. And if you don't know, these things have a lot of health, so it will take us a little bit to kill those, but I think I'm going to try to figure out a way that we can kind of make it super easy for us, because you do have to kill them with your bare hands, basically. Not actually bare hands, but like no crazy enchantments. So next episode, that is what we'll be looking into doing. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.